Hey everybody, how you doing? Happy Friday, October 16th. Jason Lopez, your friendly neighborhood real estate broker here with realestate.com. Hey, I want to welcome you to the first of my Friday recap videos. These videos will be put up every Friday, kind of your 5-minute weekend review. We'll talk about some important issues as it relates to the real estate and mortgage markets. And really for two things here, guys. I want to make sure you can keep your finger on the pulse of what's going on in the industry. And then secondly, that you can provide information to your customers to help them understand, what we're dealing with here in the markets as well. I do want to start out by saying that today, October 16th, marks our 3-year anniversary of realestate.com Realtors here in California. 3 years ago, I hopped on a plane and flew back to Charlotte, North Carolina, and came back with a dream and a laptop. And here we are 3 years later with over 200 agents in California doing some good business. And all of that is really due to you guys. So thank you for being a contributor, a participant, and a great supporter of what we're trying to do here in building a world-class real estate organization. Of course, I couldn't go any further without thanking Art Valenzuela and Becca Stone, who played instrumental roles in building our company up here in California. And also a shout out to our central team back in Charlotte, who continue to provide us with great lead flow, great opportunity, tools and resources to help us go out and compete in the market. So just kind of a neat milestone for us, guys. Again, 3 years today. Let's jump right into the weekly recap. We've had some really interesting stories come out this past week, and I'm going to start with the California Association of Realtors releasing their 2010 housing market forecast. And according to the National Association of Realtors, they are forecasting that the median price in California will rise 3.3% in 2010 to $280,000 compared with a 2009 projected forecast of $271,000. So median home price going up. Why is that? Well, a lot of action going on in the market, especially on the low end, and that's creating competition and driving some prices up. But here's what's interesting, guys. The California Association is also projecting that our total number of sales in 2010 will actually decrease. We're going to lose about 2.3 sales next year. We're going to drop from about 540,000 units in 2009 to just over 527,000 units in 2010. If you want to get all the details on the CAR forecast, if you go to the website, car.org, you can actually download the entire forecast in a PowerPoint presentation, and there's some good information in there. The other big topic this week was Governor Schwarzenegger signed into bill the SB 237, which has to do with the HVCC, the Home Valuation Code of Conduct. So beginning January 1st, California's law SB 237 will require appraisal management companies to ensure independent contractors it hires as appraisers will have the proper licensing and certification on file with the State Office of Real Estate Appraisers, and that their work be reviewed to ensure that it's performed in accordance with the uniform standards of professional appraisal practice. This really harks back to a law adopted May 1st by Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac that has led to an increased use of appraisal management companies. Critics say often the appraisers don't have adequate time to complete their work, and that sometimes sales are actually derailed because inexperienced appraisals don't follow proper procedure. And again, you can probably Google SB 237 here in California and get all the details on the law, but that was signed in this week. The other thing I wanted to talk about today, guys, was the U.S. Treasury recently extending the trial period for loan modifications by an additional 2 months. This will provide servicers with additional time to get the proper documents from buyers and could allow for more borrowers to participate in the government loan modification program. The U.S. government also announced that they had already reached their milestone of 500,000 loan modifications ahead of schedule, which was, I think, set in November. But it's unclear if these trial modifications are going to provide more long-term solutions to borrowers. So some interesting things. You can check that out on the U.S. Treasury website. And then today I want to wrap up with a couple of celebrity news bits that I found this week. The first of which you can check out on realestate.com. Billy Joe Armstrong, better known to you as the front man for the punk rock band Green Day, great band, Grammy Award-winning band based up in Oakland, California. He's listed his home for sale in the Upper Rock Ridge area of Oakland for $4,850,000. The 5-bedroom, 5-bath home was custom designed for Armstrong by architect Mark Becker in 1998, and the eye-catching abode is surprisingly subdued for the flamboyant rock star, with a classically coordinated design featuring a palette of warm earth tones and curved lines throughout. It's located on just over half an acre and has glorious city and water views, and includes a pool house and, of course, a recording studio. $4,850,000 up in Oakland. Check it out on realestate.com. You can find it there. And then the last little bit, guys, was released the other day. Just kind of a fun little note here. Our First Lady here in California, Maria Shriver, better known as the Governor's wife, was filmed by the celebrity gossip site TMZ talking on her cell phone while driving in Los Angeles the other day. This is the second time she's been captured talking on her cell phone. And of course, we all know it's illegal to talk and drive in California. And the First Lady feels really bad. The Governor said he was going to have some swift action coming, but didn't say what that was going to involve. And then Maria Shriver also mentioned she would be donating her favorite cell phone to a charity, a domestic violence charity in Los Angeles as well. All of that to say this, guys. It'd be really embarrassing for you and for me and the company to get a ticket while driving around talking on our cell phone with a client in the car. Pull over, use your Bluetooth or your hands-free set if you have to. It's a $25 fine the first time and a $50 each subsequent incident. So be safe, guys. We don't want to have any issues out there, any traffic accidents or anything like that. So pull over, use that hands-free or that Bluetooth. And then the last thing I'll say is it's going to be a great weekend. We've got some fantastic weather happening right now here in Southern California. Get out there, sell some real estate, meet somebody new. Have a great weekend, guys, and we'll catch you next week.